I'm Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about will they call again? Well, have you ever been in a situation, maybe you're dating somebody, or you're going through a breakup, or maybe you're even just taking a break from that person, and you haven't heard from them, and you're wondering if they're going to get back with you, if they're going to contact you again. Maybe you reached out to them, and you haven't heard back. And it's almost a certainty that all of you out there have gone through that at least at some point in your dating life. And when we go through this and we're waiting for them to get back to us, it could be one of the most anxiety-ridden times of our life, because you start to attach to that person and care about them, and you feel like maybe they don't even care about you anymore. And it could be really, really scary. And it's that uncertainty that you wonder if you're ever going to hear from them again, that makes you more anxious, that makes you more scared, and it only makes you think about the situation more and more. And when that happens, we want that person more and more. And generally what will happen is we'll continue to go back and forth in our mind about what's going on until eventually we give up or say, you know what? Obviously, they don't care, and we kind of have to move on with our life. So, I got 2 emails in this video, but first I wanted to give you an important announcement. So, if you're a fan of the channel and you like my videos, I want you guys to understand I'm going to try something a little bit different on top of the videos that I'm already providing for you guys. What I'm going to do is, on my website, I have an exclusive mailing list. And the way you sign up for it is very simple. All you got to do is go to my website, askcraig.net, scroll down to the bottom of the main home page, and there is a little bar that says Join the Ask Craig mailing list. And you just enter in your email. It's that simple. Now, why am I doing this? Well, I'm going to tell you. Oftentimes, when I do a video, I don't want to give little announcements here and there, because I understand when I make a video, it will stay in that forever. And so the announcement won't pertain to that video anymore. And so what I want to do is I want to make the mailing list for you guys out there to get additional information. Now, some of the ideas I've kicked around are exclusive articles and videos that you will not see unless you're on the mailing list. It'll have an exclusive link, so you click on it, and the only way you're going to know about it is through the mailing list. And the other thing is that I'm going to have announcements up there, maybe follow-ups to other emails or situation or articles, or perhaps if I do something a little bit different, something's coming up, maybe it's something as simple as I'm just going on vacation for a few days, and I want you guys to know, so you have some additional time if you wanted to get with me or schedule some kind of coaching. But I'm not going to spam you. Everything that, you just enter the email, and I'll send out, I don't know how often I'm going to do this, maybe once every couple weeks or something like that. Obviously, I'm always putting out content through YouTube, so I can't afford to put out a tremendous amount of more information. But you might see some different things on there that are just a little bit deviated from what I do on the YouTube strictly. So I think you'll enjoy it. So just go to askcraig.net, scroll down to the main front page where it just says Join the Ask Craig mailing list, and enter your email. That's simple. And you can unsubscribe at any time. But make sure you do that, because I have toyed around with some different types of ideas that I would not normally put on the main channel, but through a separate link where you want to see a little something different or read a little something different, it might be there. So the first email that I have today is just an update on the video I did the other day, which was no reply since then. Remember that video? Now, a lot of you guys were upset because I weren't more harsh on the guy in that video. And if you don't remember that one, that was the guy who was having an affair, a 6-month affair, on his wife, and he was upset because the woman he's having the affair with was caught by her husband. So, I understand that you guys wanted me to be harsher on this guy, and the reason that I wasn't as harsh as maybe you would have liked me to be is because I do understand that this guy did come to me for help too. And so I also have to keep that in the back of my mind, where you guys are coming to me for help, and I don't want to sit there and berate you and bash you and make you feel terrible, because you're not going to want to reach out if you're afraid that I'm going to do that to you. So I'm honest and I'm fair, but sometimes you don't want to hear what I have to say. But I also am trying to encourage you guys too, because I realize we all make mistakes, and part of being a better person is learning from those mistakes, and you want to feel like you can trust somebody, and so I want you guys to feel like you can trust me when you do make those mistakes and you are acting selfishly, like having an affair. Because I was pretty clear about my feelings about the whole situation. But this was his response to me, okay? He said, "I appreciate your help, and also how direct and without sugarcoating it you were." That's how he wrote it. "All you said is true. I'm a selfish and immature guy, and will work on it, and also work on my marriage situation. Yesterday, I couldn't wait and sent a girl a text saying, 'Hi, I haven't heard from you. Hope you're doing okay. Phone call? Question mark. And as expected, no reply. I won't text anything else. I was just worried about her and her situation and just couldn't wait.' That's because you don't have any emotional self-control. And that is why you're having a 6-month affair, and that is why your anxiety's through the roof, and you don't know how to calm yourself. Thanks for your help, and we'll keep watching your videos." Well, I'm glad you are not turned off by how tough I was with you, because you were completely disrespectful and unfair to your wife, and, you know, even your kids, because the mother of your children deserves more respect than what you're giving her. So the second email is for you ladies out there. This is a lady who sent in this email. You're always complaining I don't make videos for the ladies, so bam, here you go. Remember last week I had a few that were good and I was going to do them, but the ladies said, "Nope, please don't do it on my situation," even though I liked them. So keep that in mind when you're asking for a coaching, ladies. If you want to see more videos for the ladies, offer yours up so I can do a video on it. Okay, so she's in her early 20s, and she was on and off with her ex for 3 years. She said, "He left me 4 weeks and 2 days ago. We both attend our community college. As a kid, he did not receive the attention he should have. His parents were slightly abusive, and he would compare himself to his perfect older sister, whom they adored." So that must have been rough, always feeling second best to your sibling. "He has a great relationship with them now. We spoke about moving in together and agreed to a life together after we've completed schooling and obtaining good jobs. The past few months of our relationship haven't been great. He used to be clingy, and I would push him away. But the tables turned. I became the one to constantly call, text, show up at his house to talk, even in public when he was with friends." Wow. So your anxiety got the best of you, and you really lost your self-control, and you lost your discipline for this situation. I'll bet that really turned him off. "When we argued, we would go a week without communicating until I reached out." So what does that tell you? Every time things were on the verge of falling apart, you were the one repairing it. And so guess what? The more you were the one repairing it, the more you got invested in the relationship. And the more he was like on the way out, because you're doing all the work and he's not really valuing the relationship at this point. This happened maybe 4 times in the past few months. But when I reached out this time, he blatantly said, "I don't want to be together anymore. I am not in love anymore. We're not the same people we fell for. I'm thankful for the time we've got to share. We can say goodbye in person." Oof, that would really hurt to hear. And especially hearing that we could say goodbye in person, because I could already tell he's going to go with the mindset of, hey, I'm just saying goodbye here, and you're going to enter that mindset of, what can I do to salvage this? I was devastated. He wanted to hear what I had to say, but that was it. 3 days later, my anxiety was horrible, and I called him to say goodbye. He came over, we went for a walk, caught up on life, laughed, and then spoke about the situation. He said, "This is what's best for us." Oh, thank you. Thank you for deciding what's best for me. I'm so glad you knew what I wanted. If you don't notice, that's a lot of sarcasm. Why? Because how is he going to know what's best for you? Obviously, you didn't want this. So he's deciding what's best for us? No, he's deciding what's best for him. I'm sorry for all this. I want to be friends so you don't have to deal with my dark side. Okay, Anakin Skywalker. I think that everybody has some sides to them that they don't necessarily want the public to know about, right? We all kind of have things about us that we may not like about ourselves, or, you know, maybe we act selfishly sometimes, or self-centered, or mean, or hurtful. Nobody's perfect. But I think this is just an excuse about the dark side. Sometimes I just want to hold you close and tell you we'll be okay. So maybe he's a little confused. I managed to convince him that we can work it out. I'm willing to bet that you did not manage to convince him of that. I'm willing to bet that now he feels trapped because you've talked him into something that he really doesn't want to do. And this is why I tell you guys, when somebody breaks up with you, you can't try and talk them into staying with you. That's not going to work. It's just not going to work. He started kissing me. He then decided this and I are what he wanted. I asked him if he wanted to go upstairs, and we did our thing. Well, of course, that's what he wanted at that time. He was not thinking clearly. His little brain had taken over for the big brain. I felt horrible the next day because I knew it was wrong. 2 days later, we spoke again, and he said, now see, he got caught up in the moment. He wanted to hook up. Of course, he was turned on, and you did your little convincing, which I said is not going to work. Let's see what he told you 2 days later. 2 days later, we spoke again, and this is what he said. It's not fair to you. I don't feel the same way that you do. I don't want this to work out as bad as you. I don't believe we'll figure this out. I need my solitude. This too shall pass. When I find myself, I'll check up on you. I hope this isn't the last of us. Can we have sex one last time? She said they did. Oh gosh. He held me as I cried. He knows I didn't want this. I begged. He wasn't crying as much as I was. He left around 2 a.m. and that was it. I implemented no contact. As much as it hurt, it's been 4 weeks and 2 days since then. Here's what's happened during. 2 weeks in, I saw him walking near my house without his car on my way home from work. Well, I don't know where you live in conjunction to each other. Oh, wait a minute. Told a mutual friend he was happier winging life and he will commit to anyone pure. What the heck does that mean? He'll commit to someone pure? Does that mean he'll commit to a virgin? If that's what he means, this guy might be out of his mind, okay? Because that is just ridiculous and childish. Wow. Went from never using social media to posting constantly. Tweeted, "Will our history be found, or will we find others?" Oh, so prophetic. Thank you. Thank you for this wonderful, wonderful post that clearly is about me, but you're not going to contact me. Obviously, that's about her, right? Posted a snap of a keychain I got him when we were 15. He never uses Snapchat. He's playing games. Exactly 4 weeks after the split, he calls me as soon as he's out of work. I didn't answer. Called back an hour later. His voice was gentle, and he said, "Is it fair of me to call and see how you're doing?" No, not really. Not unless you want to work it out. "I've been worrying about how you've been feeling, considering you were very upset." No, you weren't. You're worried about how you're feeling, because now you're starting to feel upset. I see through so much BS, guys. I gotta tell you. I see it so often. I know when someone's BSing. Come on. His tweet, his Snapchat, he's thinking about himself. Asked me if I've been attending parties and clubs. I replied, a little bit, which is not the case. He grew very silent. Ooh, now he doesn't like it. Now he doesn't like it that you've maybe moved on with your life. Conversation was 10 minutes long and I cut it short. I told him I was doing fine. My question is, what does this mean? It means he's being selfish. It means now he's getting a little bit scared about losing you, so he's reaching out to see if he's still got you on the hook. I think he's playing a little bit of games here. Do I confront him on the fact that he's obviously trying to get my attention online? Nope. I wouldn't. Did I handle the phone call wrong? Do I reach out? Did you handle the phone call wrong? I mean, I wouldn't. When he asked you if you were going out on clubs, I might not, or told him what you're doing. Do I reach out? No, I definitely would not reach out. Does he want me back, or is he just screwing with me? I don't think he wants you back yet. Will he call again? Well, in your situation, I see a guy that's clearly doing tweets that are about you, but he's not got the courage to contact you. But he did. He wound up doing it. He did a tweet, then he did a Snapchat, then it built up to a call. Will he call again? Probably. Probably once he starts to get scared about losing you again. How can I get him back? Thank you in advance. I tried to make this as short as possible. Love your videos so much. When I was with him, I acted on emotion. Ever since the breakup, I haven't done so. Well, good job. You're really working on yourself during this time, and that's what you got to do. You really got to focus on your emotional self-control. That was your biggest weakness with him, is that when you lost all that emotional self-control and were anxious and coming on too strong and showing up at his house and bombarding him when he's hanging out with friends, it just pushed him away more and more and more. And then he kind of lost respect for you and was like, nah, he didn't really want to be around you anymore. So keep leaving him alone. Keep focusing on yourself and wait for him to reach out to you and see how he acts when he does reach out. Definitely do not reach out to these little Snapchat situations or little tweets that he has. No, if he wants you back in his life, make him work to get you. And that is something, of course, I will happy to be working with you guys with in your situation. And when you want my help personally, go to my website, askcraig.net, sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching, Skype coachings, and be sure to like the video. And remember, go to my website, askcraig.net, on the main page, scroll to the bottom, and where it says sign up for the email list, the Ask Craig email list, just enter your email. And I'm going to look at providing exclusive content to people on there, things that would be different than my normal videos. So that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.